Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit the subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So with that said, let's get into it. For your key to the week, you have the Hanged Man this week. If you haven't seen it, please don't forget to check out the weekly general. Reason being is because this week the card for your key to the week was actually the Destiny card for the overarching energy of the week, for the weekly general. So you may be feeling this energy more than most, or in some way, shape or form, that weekly general might really speak to you. So don't forget to check it out. For your so yeah, in a way, this is going to be a very spiritually powerful week for you. It's going to be a week of deep observation and also deep reverence. Whenever we see the Hanged Man card, this is a card of true spirituality. When you take all of its other meanings away, this is about really being in the space of understanding what true reverence for, for the all, as I call it, actually is. So if you're feeling more reflective or pensive or anything like that this week, check out that weekly general. It should make sense. For your actions and options, you have the Ace of Wands. Right, powers of fire are literally right underneath you at this moment in time. You might even feel this week that you have more energy, passion, power and vigor than you really know what to do with. This is a week to find a way to expend that energy, but in a way that is calm, measured, controlled, so to speak. The other thing with the Ace of Wands as well, this is in your actions and options. So it's about what you do. Find a creative, not a physical or not just a physical, but find a creative outlet this week that is really going to allow you to express your energy in a way that is not only true to who you are, but maybe even links you into that spiritual energy that is pervading around you. Now, remember as well, a lot of the ancient mystical peoples used to attribute fire to as being the closest to the divine spark, because it was that, like that holy fire, as they call it. So this week you could find that you're having some true inspiration that comes from a spiritual level. You might find that you're moved to do something. Do you know what I mean? And like I said in the weekly general as well, it's really important this week that you find a way to utilize that energy slow and steadily. All right. For your communications and conversations, you have the Eight of Wands. So this is, even with the Hanged Man there being Neptunian, right? This is a lot of fire already. So this could be the week where the final dregs of that Mars retrograde just gets too much and you absolutely blow your top. And the reason being, it could be over something really small, really trivial, or it could be something really huge and really fundamental. It's going to differ for all of you, obviously, right? But your communications and conversations, there's a lot of communication this week. There's a lot going on. There's a lot being said. There's a lot bouncing back and forth. You have this right underneath that Hanged Man energy, which also suggests that some of you this week could be seeking a spiritual teacher, maybe looking to find a mentor or a coach, somebody that can work with you or alongside you while you develop something that you're trying to say that may have either a spiritual or or even a creative slant to it. Ultimately, as far as I'm concerned, spirituality and creativity are two in the same. There's, when you see a true beautiful piece of work or like artwork, or you hear somebody sing and it's amazing, like those things tap you into divinity. That's why they speak so powerfully to you, because there's something other about them. Right, for your money and materials this week, let's have a look. See, you have the Half Harvest card. This is actually a great card. So in the Rider-Waite deck, this would be the Judgment card, but in this deck it's called the Harvest. And if you look at that, that is a fruitful and opulent and beautiful card. And what it reminds us is that once we've put the effort in, once we've done the hard work, once we've thrown our desire out there into the universe, it's time to let go, hold back, and then reap the rewards and wait for it. This could be a great week for money, especially as this falls underneath the Ace of Wands. So this could be money coming to you from a source that was unexpected. It could be you having an idea that makes you kind of say to yourself, oh, you know what, I can do this to earn extra money, or maybe I want to go in that direction. Or it could start to give you an understanding of how your own creativity or even ingenuity could start to really build up to something that could end up making you money. For your come on brain, physical health and vitality, this could be a week where you are starting very slowly, because obviously Mars is still retrograde until, you know, into next week actually, but very slowly this could be where you start to almost like feel, because if you think about it, Mars is at the moment actually slowing down, especially as we're in this specific week, it's slowing down to retrograde to go direct. So you could start to feel like the agitation, but you could also start to feel that slowly but surely you're getting your mojo back. And with the Eight of Wands here, this could be you making plans for when that, you know, when Mars actually goes direct. And then for your home and environment, this is, I mean, look at this, off the back of the Eight of Wands, this is you starting to figure out, okay, what am I going to do with my space so that it starts to reflect who I am or what I've learned about myself, which is really important. I've seen a lot of this in lockdown as well. You know, I know a hell of a lot of people that were like, you know what, if this is going to be the run of the mill, okay, I'll pay the extra. I don't care what it costs. I'll pay the extra so that I can upsize, you know, because people are starting to realize that their homes are going to be more important to them than ever. So it's really, really interesting. And then on the opposite side, there were people that were like, why do I have all of this space? I might as well just downsize to something smaller and more manageable. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just really interesting the way that this has played out. And I think this week it's really going to be at the forefront for you guys. For your love and wrong deck, for your love and relations, you have the Nine of Wands. Blooming heck, that is a lot of fire. So for your love and relations, for those of you that are single, this week demonstrating some of your vulnerability is what's really going to speak to somebody that you are connected to, somebody, and whoever it is that you are. For those of you that are single, this isn't somebody that you live with, it's somebody that lives at a distance to you. And for some reason, you seem to be very drawn to them. It's almost like there's a part of you that's like, why? Do you know what I mean? Like, Aries doesn't usually want or need anyone or anything. So to suddenly find yourself wanting or needing someone, anyone really, you know, is a place of vulnerability for you. But it's important that you speak on that. For the other thing as well with your Nine of Wands, this could be a week where something that you or a partner says, for those of you that are partnered, rubs the other the wrong way. But it's important that you speak that truth regardless. It may cause a little bit of hassle or a bit of kerfuffle, I'm just going to be honest, but this is a week where you could definitely clear the air, but my advice to you would be to do it slowly but surely, rather than just don't do the usual thing and just go in like an Aries, like a bull in a china shop, and, you know, because you're not going to get anywhere with that. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.